Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please join me in welcoming the members of the Webster Thomas High School graduating class of 2025. Pressure is a privilege, right? Thank you to our outstanding music department and our graduation band. Beautiful job, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Titan Stadium and the commencement ceremony for the Webster Thomas High School graduating class of 2025. Would you all please rise for the singing of our national anthem and our school alma mater, performed by the Thomas Select Choir and the Thomas Graduation Ensemble, led by their teachers, Dr. Kyle Sackett and Mrs. Jennifer Freeberg.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly Near the shores of Lake Ontario stands a school which we hold dear. Webster Thomas will make a promise to always keep near. With lovely teachers and students, our moral compass will be aligned, and together we will fight with her colors red and white. Live for Titan pride.
On behalf of the Webster Central School District, I would like to extend our warmest welcome to our families, friends, and all those watching online tonight. Thank you for the support and encouragement that brought us to this joyous occasion on this beautiful night in Webster. I have to say, what a difference a day makes, don't you think? I'd like to recognize some of our honored guests seated behind me. Our Superintendent of Webster Schools, Brian Neenan, Board of Education President, Janice Richardson, Board of Education Vice President, Linda Diogardi, and members of the Board of Education, Carol Barnabas, Jeffrey McCaffrey, David Metzger, and Michelle Lowe's. From our district office and building administration, our Executive Director of Family and Student Services, Dr. Robert Chalwell, Assistant Superintendent for Business, Brian Freeman, our Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Aaron Land, Executive Director of Student Services, Dr. Andre Millette, Willink Principal, Dr. Brian Powers, and David Swinson, our Assistant Superintendent for Administration and Human Resources. I'd also like to introduce some of our Thomas staff and the class of 2025 class officers who will be assisting on stage in tonight's ceremony. Our Director of Athletics and Physical Education, Steve LaMonica, our faculty keynote speakers from our business and literacy departments, your three-time winning Spirit Stick winner advisors, Mrs. Hardy and Mrs. Lee. Woo! Your class president, Kyle Becker, your vice president, Tyler Balch, your class treasurer, and one of our student voices today, Helene Gorthy, class liaison, Monica Hale, treasurer, Tyler Stewart, and our other two student voices this evening, Christina Fisher and Grace Goff. Now, before we, round of applause for them, please. Before we get moving on with our ceremony, I also have a few folks to acknowledge. It takes a lot to put on this production. So first and foremost, I want to thank our buildings and grounds and custodial staff who helped us set up the field tonight, and we'll be tearing it down into the evening and tomorrow morning. So well done, everyone. A great job this year. I want to thank your assistant principals, Mrs. Anson, Mr. McBride, Dr. Wade, Dr. Clark, and our graduation coordinators, Mrs. Glosky, Mrs. Marcello, the tech support up in the booth, Philip, Jenna, Paul, Eli, Bill, all of our aisle angels. It's really a big team effort to do this, so it's just a fantastic job, and thank you, everyone. Last but not least, I just want to thank all of our families, our parents and guardians here tonight. You are and forever will be the first and best teachers in your children's lives. Thank you to all for bringing us here tonight to watch your kids, our kids, graduate from high school. So thank you, families. To begin our ceremony today, we'd like to honor students and guests who have or will be giving service to our country by joining the military. So at this point, I'm going to introduce to you members of the class of 2025 who have committed to military service upon graduation. Students, as I call your name, you're going to please rise, okay? So joining the Coast Guard Reserves, Tyler Balch. Joining the United States Army ROTC program, Joel Hughes. Joining the Air Force ROTC program, Jacob Kenny. Joining the United States Army, Kyle Maynard. Accepting an appointment to the U.S. Naval Academy, Caroline Montemero. And last, joining the United States Navy, Thomas O'Brien. Now I'd like to invite all members of our audience, if you have served in the military in any capacity, please stand up and join this evening's recognition of military service. On behalf of everyone here, I just want to thank you for your service to our country and for helping to keep America safe. So thank you, everyone. You can be seated. Parents, guardians, and families. I've been in your position before. So that's me on the screen with Jack back in 2019. That was the last time we had an indoors graduation ceremony in Webster. This is me again, this time with Luke, who's seated right over there watching me, in 2022, and I was giving him a hug right on that stage right there. I have to say, having done both, I love doing this ceremony here in the stadium. As some of you know from the Summa breakfast, I am a homebody, and there's no place I would rather be than right here, right now. By the way, that'll be the first of 2 Bills references tonight. Okay? See if you can see the second one. It all seems like yesterday, but to be honest, but now, one is in law school living in New York City, and the other one's going to be a senior next year in college. Time flies by quickly when you're raising your kids. And there are touch points that stand out for parents. Tonight is one of them. Like I said, I've been in your position. Thankfully, I haven't had to sit through one of my speeches, but I have been on the verge of saying goodbye and starting to let go of the most important people in my life. I've done it a couple times now, and I have one more to go. I know what that feels like, and I know what some of you are feeling. Graduates, just like you're going off to a new world tomorrow, so are your folks. I want to take a moment to highlight a key group of people who have played an absolutely essential role in your journey, and that group is none other than your parents and families of our graduates. The love of a parent or guardian or mentor has been a guiding force behind each of these students' accomplishments. From the very first day of kindergarten to today, as we gather here to celebrate the end of high school, you've been there every step of the way. Whether it was helping with homework, attending parent-teacher conferences, driving to extracurricular activities, or simply offering a listening ear, your involvement has made a difference. We often talk about the importance of education in a student's life, but what is often overlooked is the incredible impact that parents and families have on that education. As I said earlier, you are your child's first teacher. From the day they were born, you began shaping their sense of curiosity, their resilience, and their values. You taught them to dream, to question, to work hard, and most importantly, to never give up. As a school, we provide the tools and the environment for learning, but you, the parents, have been the ones to instill a love of learning in your children. You have nurtured their growth, celebrated their success, and lifted them up during moments of struggle. It's because of your unwavering commitment to their development that we have this wonderful group of graduates sitting before us tonight. Graduates, I've been keeping a secret up until now, but your parents and I have been talking. So listen to some of the messages from our parents who are here tonight. I can't shelter you from life anymore, but I will always stand next to you, rain or shine. Watching you cross the stage today, you'll fill my eyes with tears and my heart with so much emotion. It's a feeling that's unexplainable, only to be felt deeply. My fellow parents and grandparents will understand the feeling. But the joy of witnessing your achievements coming to fruition and mourning the 18 years now behind us, feeling like we did all we could possibly do in the moment, and still feeling it wasn't enough for our babies. One day, far in the future, you'll understand too. Another parent added, as you step forward into this time in your life and beyond, remember that you are always allowed to change and try new paths until you find what makes you happy. You don't have to have it all figured out now. You just have to embrace the promise of every new path and opportunity and take with you this feeling that you have today of strength, limitless possibilities that are in front of you. A third said, we've watched our children grow, learn, and flourish during their time here. They've shown resilience and determination in the face of challenges, and we're excited to see them embark on the next chapter of their lives. We know they're not just graduates, but individuals with unique talents and passions ready to make their mark on the world. Congratulations, graduates. We're so proud of you and love you more than words can say. Thank you again for this special day, and remember that today is a big day for us too. Finally, a parent added, as parents, our stories are enveloped in change from the moment we meet our child, well, till now, as we watch our children walk across the stage and beyond the halls of Thomas High School. Being a mom is one of my greatest blessings, and I will always remember my son's wise words when he was 2 years old. He would squint at the sun and say, look, Mommy, it's a happy day, whenever the sun revealed itself. In response to these words now, I will tell him, and anyone who will listen, every day's a happy day because I'm your mom, and I love you, sweet boy. As you can see, graduates, all of this that we're doing here this evening, all this pomp and circumstance, is really about 80% about you and 20% about all the people who got you here. So to the graduates of class of 2025, as you look back on the years that brought you here today, I encourage you to reflect not only on the knowledge and skills you've gained, but also on the countless sacrifices, encouragement, and moments of love that your parents and families have offered. They have played an integral part in making this day possible for you, and it's thanks to them that you've arrived here, stronger and wiser. And always know that we're all 100% behind you. Congratulations, class of 2025. Be good, do good, God bless, and go Titans. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2025. My name is Monica Hale, and I'm the class liaison for the class of 2025. I am very honored to introduce our superintendent of schools. This gentleman has served the Webster Central School District, entering his 17th year. He has served as a principal, assistant superintendent of instruction, deputy superintendent, and currently as our superintendent. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce Mr. Brian Neenan.
Thank you very much, Monica. Welcome, everyone, to the commencement ceremony for the Webster Thomas High School's class of 2025. Seniors, today you join thousands of proud Webster Central School District alumni as you become Webster Thomas High School graduates. This is a day to celebrate your individual achievements and what you've accomplished as a group. And what a privilege it has been for us to watch you grow into the graduates you are today. To our parents, our grandparents, our family, and friends gathered here tonight, as Mr. Weedar said so eloquently in his speech, thank you. You have supported these outstanding young people, and together you have been partners in our One Webster community. From volunteering at school events to driving to practices and celebrating every small victory, your presence has been felt. And I hope you remember the first day of kindergarten and that huge sign that your child wore, or the patience you practiced as they learned to tie their shoes. Do you remember celebrating that first lost tooth? From scraped knees to sounding out words to mastering math facts, you were there, offering a hug and words of encouragement. And those everyday moments filled with your consistent support laid the groundwork for the remarkable young adults we see before us today. To our incredible staff, thank you. You are the heart of our schools, and you have poured your knowledge, your passion, and care into these students, guiding them through challenges, celebrating their accomplishments, and inspiring them to reach for their dreams. Your dedication extends far beyond our schools, and the impact you have had on these graduates is immeasurable. And to you, the class of 2025, thank you for your hard work, for your curiosity, for your resilience, and for making our school community a special place. You have faced challenges with courage, embraced learning with enthusiasm, and contributed your unique talents to enrich the lives of everyone around you. And so as you celebrate tonight, take a moment, look around and acknowledge this incredible support system that helped you reach this point. And remember to thank your parents, your grandparents, your family, and your friends for their encouragement, their sacrifices, and most importantly, their belief in you. And as you embark on your next adventures, many of you will naturally contemplate the pursuit of happiness. You might imagine it residing in achievements, possessions, or future successes. And while those can bring joy, I want to share a deeper truth about true happiness. Its most profound foundation lies not in what you accumulate, but in human connections and in human relationships. As the song All About the Ride goes, it's not about the path we take or the end of the line, and it's not about us getting somewhere as fast as we can drive. It's all about the ride. And indeed, the journey itself is enriched by the people you encounter and the bonds you form. They are the most important part. The strength of your relationships and your ability to connect with others are the elements that create the most meaningful and fulfilling life, because it's about relationships. I've had the privilege over the years of asking countless graduating seniors what they will miss most about their high school experience. And almost without exception, their answer isn't about the grades, the tests, or even the specific events. It's about the people. It's about the friendships made in the hallway, the mentorship from a teacher, the high five from your bus driver, the camaraderie working with a team, or the shared laughter in the cafeteria, because it's about connections. As the famous quote goes, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. My advice to you, cherish those who make you feel seen, valued, and loved, and strive to be that person for others. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad we could all be here together tonight on this beautiful evening in Webster. My name is Tyler Balch, and I'm the Vice President of the Class of 2025. Please join me in welcoming our first student voice of this evening, Christina Fisher, delivering her speech titled, The Pulse of Our Titan Journey. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2025, and to our extended Titan family. My name is Christina Fisher, and I thank you for this opportunity to speak tonight. To my fellow classmates, we did it. All the struggles, all the hard days, the good times, the bad times, the exams, the long nights of homework, the pep rallies, and the 3 spirit sticks, the big games, the performances. No matter what, we supported each other, we persevered, and we are soon going to be called high school graduates. Our journey started just 13 years ago when we stepped onto the school bus for the very first time, leaving the safety of our parents' arms. We were scared, frightened, and afraid of what was to come. The doors of the bus closed, and from there, a big, unknown world opened to us that we had no idea how we would navigate. But we would soon realize that from that first time eating lunch without our parents in kindergarten, all the way to our recent decision on how we would spend the next years of our lives, our circle would be our guiding force. While it is tempting at this point just to think about the future, it's important that we take time to look back on the 13 years that were an integral part in forming the person that we are today. Just as importantly, let's reflect on the people that were an essential part of our journey to graduation, the people that we surely could not have made it to this point without. If there's one thing I've learned from all my experiences and lessons throughout high school, it's that people cultivate happiness. Looking back, each one of us made memories alongside our best friends that will last a lifetime. We formed relationships with teachers and staff who genuinely cared about us, who took an interest in our interests, who attended our events, and who wanted to be a part of our passions. And most importantly, our parents. They have supported us through the friend group struggles, that test that you thought you aced but didn't, or that game when you scored in the opponent's basket. But they also rejoiced with us in the best of times, the moments where they saw you grow and mature, and the pride they had in seeing your accomplishments. Put simply, they loved us unconditionally. These relationships are all testaments to the fact that no matter what happens in life, it is the bonds we share with others that we can rely on to be our anchor and our strength. When I decided to audition to speak at graduation, I took a long time to think about why I wanted to, why I felt compelled to speak. It was then that I realized it's because Thomas is special to me. And it's not the school, it's the people that make it special. It only takes a few moments here, or one Spirit Week, to realize that at the heart of our Titan family is the pulse, perpetuated by every class effort to win Can Jam, every smile shared in the hallway, and every student section at each of our varsity sports games. A heartbeat of pride and compassion that radiates throughout the building. I encourage you all right now to look back on the things that brought you the most joy and happiness throughout high school. Whether it be a club you were involved in, athletics, arts, or musical theater, I would bet that in each of the activities that you are thinking about right now, it was the people that made you fall in love with it. It was the memories you made and the laughs you shared with the people you were around that made it so special. I personally found my people on the athletic fields. So much so that the moment when I cheered 1, 2, 3 Titans for the very last time I knew that I wasn't just leaving behind a team or a sport in this chapter, but rather a community and a camaraderie unlike any other. It was in the moments like when I saw you ask someone sitting alone to join you, or when
I guess when a tree falls, yeah, it does make a sound. You got it, Christina. You're doing great, Christina.
or when I saw you use your passion to serve your community, where it was especially clear just how united and compassionate our Titan family truly is. If we can each insert a small piece of that Thomas spirit and camaraderie into whichever circle will welcome us next, we will surely be able to turn any community into a family. As we go on to write the first page in our next chapter in life, reflect on that person or persons who changed you for the better, whether it be a staff member or a peer. Embrace that person and take them forward with you, as they have shown us how to love. Class of 2025, we've been waiting for this moment for a while. Go forward and strive to be the person to someone else that others were to you. As the school bus drops you off for the very last time, know that you are now stepping off with a new confidence and a forever family.
All right. Good evening, Webster Thomas. Hi, Mom and Dad. My name's Tyler Stewart. I'm the class secretary. Now, can you please join me in giving a warm welcome to our next speaker, the one and only Grace Goff, delivering her speech titled How to Be Successful.
Hello, my name is Grace Goff, and I am finally starting to feel successful and satisfied with who I am. I think that as teenagers, we have ways of trying to make ourselves feel that way, getting good grades and trying to make our parents proud, but that won't last much longer. We are going to be out of high school, and I think that we are all a little afraid, and that's completely okay. And I am honestly terrified. In elementary and middle school, I wasn't exactly the smartest kid in class, and some of you probably felt the same way. But me, I was rough. I always struggled to pay attention and never did my homework. In middle school and the early years of high school, I thought, why is this so hard for me? Everybody else can do this but me. And that made me feel like I couldn't do anything and would never be able to. But over time, I improved a lot because I found people to support me. And finally learned that even though I struggled initially and wasn't very successful, that I can be now. I think it's hard to know what true success is. I don't think anybody knows 100% for sure, but when I think of success, I think of just trying to be happy, doing things that bring you joy, and always trying your best. I have 2 friends who take all AP classes while I take none. I'm in a program because I struggle with school sometimes, and that's okay because I am trying my best. And when I thought about it initially, I thought, I am not as good as them, or I am not as smart as them, and sometimes that can feel true. But I didn't let that stop me from feeling my own success, and you shouldn't let that stop you either. We are trying our best, and that's all that should matter to anyone. Don't compare yourself. The definition of success may change for everybody in a ton of different ways. If we go to college, our definition of success may include getting good grades and trying to make our parents proud. When we have jobs, We may define success by how much money we make and how happy we are in our jobs, which what it sounds like from adults is not the same thing. There will probably be a lot of moments in our lives when we feel unhappy, and that will make us feel unsuccessful. But we need to remember that things will get better and we will feel happy and successful again. We have no idea where life will take us, but I think that we will all be able to make it through because everybody in this class is so strong and powerful that I believe that we will be successful no matter what that looks like for us. Teachers, friends, family, and loved ones who have passed away, thank you for supporting us on our journey. I know you have no idea where we will be in 10 years, 5 years, or even 1 year, but you're always going to be here for us through whatever hard time we may encounter, and we will always be so grateful for that. I hope you will all be able to find success in your lives just as I know I will. I am so proud of you all. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kyle Becker, class of 2025 president. I have the honor today of introducing our final student voice for the class of 2025. Please welcome Helene Gorthy to the podium to deliver her speech. This is one of those moments.
Good evening, everyone, fellow graduates, faculty, families, and friends. I'm honored to be speaking here tonight, not just as a speaker, but as someone who has walked these halls, learned in these classrooms, and grown up alongside all of you. It feels like just yesterday we were opening our freshman year schedules, trying to figure out where room 204 was, wondering if we'd have lunch with any of our friends, and maybe pretending that we weren't nervous. And somehow, here we are. Time really does fly. And I know we've all heard that before, but we didn't really feel it until now. Back in 2012, many of us got our school email addresses, with a 25 right in the middle. At the time, that number felt like it belonged to some far-off future. Graduation felt like a lifetime away, but that future is now. So what do we take with us from all these years? We take the memories. Like the time we won the Spirit Stick, in the inside jokes in the hallway, and the second time we won the Spirit Stick, in prom and ball, and the third time we won the Spirit Stick, in senior trip, and Mr. Weedor writing a 2025 on the Spirit Stick. But here's something I've been thinking about. What exactly turns a moment into a memory? A moment is fast. It comes and goes in an instant. But a memory, a real one, stays. And I think the difference is presence. My elementary school art teacher once told me that time feels like it moves faster as we grow up. Not because the days are shorter, but because our brains fill up with memories. And the more we have, the faster life seems to go. So maybe the secret to slowing down time isn't doing less, but it's living more. It's being there for the moments that matter. It's choosing to really feel them so they can stay with us long after they pass. And if you're wondering what that looks like, it looks like this, right here, right now. Graduates, look around. Look at your classmates. Look at the families in the stands, the faculty who guided us, the friends who stood by us through it all. Take it in. This is one of those moments. This is the last time we will all be together. After tonight, we'll each go our own way. Some of us feel ready. Some of us are still wondering what comes next, and that's okay. But here's something important to remember as we move forward. The world will keep spinning, even if yours feels like it's standing still. There will be days when things don't go as planned, when you feel lost or behind, when it seems like everyone else is moving faster or doing better. But don't let comparison steal your peace. Don't cry over what someone else is doing or how perfect it all looks on the outside. Let them live their lives, but don't let their story ruin yours. You are not behind. You are not less. You are living, and your story is just as important as anyone else's. So be present for it. Make it meaningful in your way, because you don't have to know your whole future to live your life fully. You just have to show up for the moments that matter. You just have to live them fully enough to make them memories worth holding on to. We only get one shot at this life, so make sure you are filling your own bucket, because when you take care of your own well-being, you'll have more to give to the people and things that really matter. You'll have more to share, more strength when the hard days come, and more clarity about what deserves your time and energy. You'll be able to laugh louder, love deeper, and lift others higher. And the truth is, this isn't just the end of something. It's the beginning of everything. So try things that scare you a little, within reason, of course. Be kind and always do small things with great love. Take chances, even when you're unsure, and no matter where life takes you, never forget that you're not alone. You're part of something bigger, a class, a community, a story that started right here. Let's live it so well that we each need a second spirit stick just to hold all the good memories. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it. And no matter what happens next, remember that we're all in this together. Thank you.
All right, back up here. Congratulations again, class of 2025 students and families. I am proud to personally introduce our keynote faculty speakers, who are our awesome class advisors for 4 years and list of 3 straight spirit sticks. Please join me in welcoming Miss Hardy and Mrs. Lee.
Good evening, everyone, and especially to our class of 2025. Congratulations. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. I couldn't be prouder to have witnessed your journey. The majority of you never sat in front of me in my classroom, but I've seen you grow in maturity, confidence, resilience, and character as your class advisor. When I met this class back in 6th grade, I observed your transition to Willink from afar. You are a group with the energy that could only be described as pure middle school spirit. With age and experience, that extra spark that you carried back then has transformed into the mature spark that's made you unforgettable. Now, I can't imagine not being along for the ride with you, and I'm truly going to miss you all. You've made memories, the kind that stick with you. Speaking of stick, you will always be known as the class that had the three-peat. Sophomore year, we had the mantra of just have fun. And that fun brought us our first Spirit Stick win. We were so excited and also in shock that we actually did it. Junior year, you could say we had that same mantra, but we wanted that win even more. For the second time, there we were, accepting the Spirit Stick during halftime. Then it was senior year, and I knew we had the Spirit, but Mrs. Hardy and I felt the pressure. We kept hearing three-peat, and I was worried, could we actually live up to that title? You did it. For the third time, we were the winners of the Spirit Stick. Standing on that field with all of you, not one, not two, but 3 times will be a core memory for me. What made you champions in spirit wasn't just volume or sporting the most purple. It was your unity, your ability to show up, lift each other up, and celebrate as one class. As you leave here tonight and into what's next, college, work, military, adventure, or maybe some well-deserved sleep, remember that same spirit. Bring it to the challenges ahead. Be bold, be kind, be proud of who you are and where you come from. Class of 2025, congratulations. Keep that fire alive. Go show the world what 3-time Spirit Stick winners can do. I'm proud to have been one of your class advisors and part of your high school story. Thank you, and go Bills.
Often enough, in my short life, I felt like there wasn't really a true version of me that existed. If somebody asked, like, oh, what's your favorite movie, or how do you feel about X, Y, and Z, I always struggled to find an immediate answer. My response changed depending on what I thought that person wanted to hear, or what would make me look a certain way. I envisioned that I was carrying a little mirror or a mask in my front pocket, holding up whenever I needed to reflect back the person in front of me instead of showing them myself. The habit started innocently enough, agreeing on lunch plans or feigning interest in somebody's favorite band. But soon it crept into every part of my life. I truly was a stranger to everyone, including myself. Have any of you ever felt this way before? Spending far too much of your time worrying about other people's perceptions rather than your own understanding? Some of you know exactly what I mean. You've played a role, smiled when you didn't feel like it, laughed at jokes that didn't quite land. You changed yourself to fit into rooms that you didn't really want to be in the first place. That was my reality all throughout college. I mean, they say that college is supposed to be the best years of your life. And sure, I had people that I knew, right, acquaintances, people who thought they knew me. I worked with RAs and TAs, and I played sports and joined social groups. My only problem was I wasn't truly connecting with anybody because I was too busy trying not to disrupt anybody else's flow. My tools were always the same. The mirror to reflect what others expected to see, and the mask to curate a version of myself that was most palatable. So driven was I by the need to be all things to all people and an utter lack of accountability that I made many, many decisions that I regret. I was stuck in this careful dance between mask and mirror, and the result was an invisible existence where I was surrounded by people and yet completely alone. I reached a breaking point, staring at a version of myself I didn't even like, but feeling stuck because changing meant revealing the act. I felt safer to stay hidden behind the mirror and the mask than risk being seen. That's where I was until graduation, a moment much like the one that you all are experiencing now. Growing up, my mom always had a saying. She said, you are the summation of the people you choose to be around. And in my youthful arrogance, I dismissed that as judgment, another way for her to critique me and my friends. But looking back, I realized her words weren't about limitation, they were about agency. It wasn't a sentence or a warning, it was an invitation to choose. After college, I was able to break that cycle of expectations and mirroring, and I finally chose to surround myself with people who challenged and supported me. For me, that meant putting my faith first, a step I'd long avoided because I thought it would alienate me from people. But when I prioritized my values, I found a community of people who cared about who I was, not the performance I put on. They saw through the facade, and for the first time, I was allowing myself to be seen. And now, I stand before you, a summation of the people who have shaped me, rather than just a mere reflection, and I like who that person is. I am so proud to stand here and say that all of you have had a hand in shaping me. Many of you have added so much joy, laughter, richness to my own life. And right now, you are at a similar crossroads. Soon, you are about to leave this environment where you either feel incredibly comfortable or incredibly confined. You are about to no longer be bound by this particular set of classmates, teachers, or community. And for some of you, that's a relief. And for others, it's bittersweet. Either way, you are about to have more control over your life than ever before. The relationships you form from here on out will shape your journey. You are the summation of the people you choose to be around. But those choices, they carry weight. And here are some pieces as I wrap up. Some pieces of advice from somebody who is honestly still going through it. Number one, it's important to know your values. Take time to reflect on what matters most to you and look for people who embody those principles. If you prioritize superficial things, don't be surprised when those relationships leave something to be desired. Number two, and this is my least favorite one, be ready to re-choose. Life changes, and so do people, and so will you. Some relationships will drift apart, while others will deepen. Don't get discouraged if you have to build your circle more than once. 3, seek connection, not validation. Being needed is not the same thing as being loved. Being needed is not the same thing as being loved. Choose people who value you for who you are, not what you can do for them. 4, you have the freedom to let people stay, too. This isn't about cutting everyone off for the sake of reinvention. Hold on to those who bring out the best in you. And not least of all, number 5, put down the mask and the mirror. Focus on connection instead of performance. I would be lying to you if I said that the mask and the mirror, or those tools that I used for so long, were not always there tempting me to pick them back up. What eases the impulse for me is the commitment to radical, kind, and tactful honesty. Let people see the real you, and honestly, some won't like it, right? But the right ones will. My dears, you are graduating today. Not just from high school, but from a version of yourself that may not have been fully chosen. Ahead of you lies the chance to build a life that reflects your true values and aspirations. Take that opportunity. Surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and cherish you. Yes, the mask and the mirror are always within reach, but freedom lies in leaving them behind. My hope for you is that you find your community, your voice, and your path. Choose wisely and live boldly, because who you are and who you are becoming is worth it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee and Mrs. Hardy, for that great graduation address. Now I'd like to draw your attention to the small stage and introduce our principal, Glenn Weedor, and Superintendent, Brian Needon, who will be awarding the diplomas to the class of 2025. Thank you.
Good excuse. Yep. Right? My students? Honest mistake. Stop.
Monica Hale. Helene Gorthy. Tyler James Balch. Kyle Michael Becker. Grace Olana Goff. Christina Lynn Fisher. Tyler Stewart. Brennan Michael Abate. Benjamin Adams. Jarrell Allen. Ben Ariosa. Christian Atala. Shadia Rashed Awad. Ion Baig. Gianna Rosemary Bacher. Joseph Baller. Christina Baller. Stephen Barone. Madison Karen Berry. Kamora Bates Ryland. Marin Bedford. Sophie Therese Bermudez. Logan Balone. Olivia Catherine Bowers. Jana Bryan. Connor Joseph Brown. John Buck. Oleg Boboltka. Joy Burwell. Cole Burton. Aaron Bushhart. Rachel Lauren Bushhart. Sienna Cacciati. Carter Callis. Amara Lynn Cancelleri. Nicholas Cannon. Gabrielle Madison Caparelli. Evan Karachi. Nathan Karachi. Michaela Carbone. Jane Carey. Parker Carley. Verity Carlson. Ethan Carpenter. Sophia Casey Holoka. Andrew Chambers. Cameron Chase. Anthony Semino. Allison Sophia Clark.
Faustina Clementine Compton. Natalie Cookenham.
Samantha Ray Cullen. Kyle Anthony Dash. Abigail Grace DeLallo. Adriana Faith DeLallo. Carly Dentico. Max Petro Baker. Kaylee DeCecco. Gia DeCesar. Jacob Tyler DeSicco. Seamus Doran. Christopher Douglas. Milo Duran. Austin S.D. Eastlick. Mary Ellsworth. Ryan Elmendorf.
Yeah, Ryan.
Julia English. Yellis Aaron. Lorelei Ernst. Ella E. Errol. Zainab Sude Erturk. James M.G. Fabian. Luke Falcone. Evelyn Rachel Fellows. Carlos Manuel Fernandez Rivera. Joseph Ferretti. Colin J. Fisk. Chase Fitch. Emily May Ford. Savannah Schuyler Fordham. Eliana Grace Gaglio. Caden Robert Garrett. Soliana Yurga Gabru. Sarah Kathleen Gesner. Sarah Glazier. Evan Joseph Goel. Dulce M. Gonzalez. Rihanna Gonzalez. Gabriel Gonzalez Marquez. Burju Gorin. Ella Ashlyn Griffin. Mason Grupp. Nicholas A. Grottadaria. Cameron Guffey. Leah Marie Gugino.
Quinn Alexander Halsdorfer. Ali Hamid. Samira Julissa Hardaway. Andrew Harmon. Madison N. Harris. Janae Dayana Harvey. Trevor Ryan Hafey. Anook Hebert Riedel. Riley Kate Herkins. Jocelyn Eileen Hurley. Peyton Tanner Hewitt. Aiden Daniel Hill. Brooke Hoffer. Addie Ray Hoffman. Zoe Elizabeth Hyrenko. Joel Hughes. Trinity B. Humphreys. Zabria Highland. Julia Lynn Jackson. Ethan Alexander Yankee. Audrey G. Jensen. Dylan E. Johnson. Marcus Johnson. Caleb William Jones. Azur Loyal Jordan. Brooklyn Jordan. Maya Dawn Joseph. Nicholas Carroll. Jada Kendrick. Jacob C. Kenny. Patrick C. Clare. Jordan Marie Knox. Carrie Renee Kohlmeyer. Hunter W. Courts. Elijah H. Kozlowski. Jacob Creighton. Brendan D. Kuhlenbeck. Ryan Cuiava. Levi James Kulik. Aubrey Rose LaBelle. Gianna Renee Lacey. Jordan LaChance. Destiny M. LeJewitt. Anthony J. LaLogia. Andrew James LaPlaca. Toby Later. Gabrielle M. Latour. Vladimir Y. Lavranyenko. Gavin Paul Lawyer. Matthew S. Lees. Veronica R. Leastman. Trevor Keegan Leroy. Root Jin Forrest Lee. William Lee. Natalia Lopez. Nathan Luderman. Thomas J. Lynch III.
Valentino Joseph Magliozzi. Ella Lee Maloney. Emma Marie Maloney. Ethan Mansfield. Sean Marlin. Jacob A. Marr. Ruby Marie Maripes. Legacy Sanaa Saray Mason. Colin J. Maston. Aiden A. Mastro Simone. Leo I. Matsuoka. Isabella Matthews. Abigail May. Kyle Maynard. Jocelyn McCann. Marissa Ann McCarthy. Sarah Lynn Marie McDonald. Catherine McVeigh.
Luke Michael Meeson. Brett D. Mersdorf. Emily Machino. Ray L. Miller. Caitlin E. Minicello. Mason Theodore Mitchell. Caroline Hope Montemaro. Marco Fortunato Morelli. Juliana Nicole Moses. Sophia Grace Moses. Alexander Richard Mulcahy. Mason E. Mylott. Leonardo Navarro. Emily Ivana Nazir. Amina Obradovic. Thomas John O'Brien. Madison Jane Onion. Stephanie M. Orchard. Seth Ortiz Ocasio. Kyra Ozen. Emma Maria Palermo. Dylan Palumbus. Carmine Patrick Dominic Pangallo. Theodore M. Paprocki. Elizabeth R. Pastor. Logan Penza. Travis D. Peters.
Danny Lee Phillips. Massimo Pica. Jake Madden Polizzi. Rihanna Polizzi. Alana Marie Pasella. Toby Priest. Sean Anthony Quinn. Billy Quinn. Jaden M. Ragney. Anthony Jason Randazzo. Michaela Faith Richardson. Justin Patrick Rickard.
Let's go crazy! 20K! Crazy! Go crazy!
Cameron Rittler. Lucas Rivera. Micah Rivera. Samantha Rizzo. Drew Rosa. Madeline Rothfuss. Maya Jepa. Rocco Scala. Addison Schaefer. Mason Schaefer. Kara Schenk. Noah Schenk. Kennedy Schiavo. Henry Robert Schlafer. Carissa Marie Schneider. Connor Schneider. Ellie Schumacher. Charlie Shortino. Chloe Marie Scott. Sierra Shinoy. Samantha Shevchuk. Lillian Short. Caleb M. Shuttleworth. Riley Francesca Syracuse. Sienna Skelly. Abigail Smith. Aubrey Smith. Connor Smith. Margaret Elizabeth Smith. Victoria Rose Smith.
Robert Snowden. Anna Sopko. Cassandra Marie Spencer. Tyler James Stamsky. Cole Stark. Molly Starren. Session Steinfeld. Olivia Stornello. Peter Stuppelben. Ian Swansonfigure. Molly Sweeney. Dakota Anthony Sylvester. Gabriel Tabaco. Ali Badat Tabagiolu. Owen Tien. Ilana Evelyn Teller. Gavin Turp. Austin Torde. Javian Torres. Braden Tran. Brandon Trottier. Leah Grace Simbel. Oksana Tupitsky. Miley Jean Ubelacher. Zach Valentino. Jessica Denise Van Wicken. Johnny Vanderbrook. Greg Van Husen.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah, energy drink.
Nazir Velasquez. Margot Wade. Ethan Wadera. Vanessa Wagner. Andrew Watson. Ethan Watson. Riley Webb. Amaya Sherry Michelle Wells. Kaylin Starr Weeder. Colin Wilcox. Caleb Wilson. Donello Werlo. Rachel Wilderzek. Catherine Wojis. Sylvia Vojtovich. Elijah Wolfgang. Sean Wolford. Michael Anthony Wynn. And Helena Zanik. Casey Elizabeth Zeman. Anna Zhurovetska. Owen Zimmer.
Just go whenever.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I be the first to congratulate and introduce you the graduating class of 2025 for Webster Thomas High School.
Thank you to everyone who has helped all of us get to this moment. And now, please join me in welcoming the president of the Webster Central School District Board of Education, Mrs. Janice Richardson, who will be conferring our graduation status.
Good evening. Graduates, would you please stand? Superintendent Brian Neenan and Principal Glenn Weedor, by the authority vested in me
as the president of the Board of Education for the Webster Central School District, and through New York State Commissioner of Education, the students from Webster Thomas High School, class of 2025, have completed the requirements prescribed by the New York State Department of Education and the Webster School District curriculum. I now confirm your high school graduation. Graduates, you may now please move your tassel to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025.
We have a tradition here at Webster Thomas where we have a student begin our year by singing at freshman orientation and then closing our year by performing at our graduation ceremony to celebrate the end of our high school experience. Join me in welcoming Jocelyn Hurley, who will be saying goodbye to the class of 2025 and ending our ceremony singing a medley of My Way, Smile, and Unforgettable.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think we did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. We did it our way. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Unforgettable, that's what we are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song things to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has one class been more unforgettable in every way. Ooh.
Thank you, Jocelyn, for that beautiful closing to our ceremony. I want to wish all of you, the class of 2025, congratulations on your many years of hard work and best of luck in all that you will do in the future. So congratulations. And I have one more request. If you could all please join me, not me, I'm not going with you, but please go over to the video board and we're going to take a picture with you doing the cap toss.